Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet, the Thanksgiving event. And in this video I'm going to show you guys the mission Fresh Fish Pie. So this is a tricky one. So I try to minimize the bycatches, but you will still get bycatches. But I think that this is probably the best what you can do to minimize your golden corn usage. Maybe there is a position that is better, but I don't know. So first of all, you need to come to Mudwater, you need to push the cauldron here, and you get a mission. And the first time that I saw this mission, I thought by myself, fuck this shit. Really true. I thought this is never going to work. It didn't work on a certain extent, but it's still doable. So what do you need to do? You need to catch black bullhead. What is the problem with black bullhead? That is that they are sitting everywhere, and the problem is that everything here is eating those golden corns. But I found a really good position that I remembered from the past, from the crappie tournament. The Valentine crappie tournament, I think. I remember that this position I had on the leeches a lot of black bullheads. But you need to be specific. So first of all, you're still going to catch shiners, you're still going to catch bluegills, and you're going to catch bullheads. Channel catfish, I never had that on this position. It's possible that you can get them, but not in this position. So one of the species are already gone. Then I went to play with the hook size to prevent that the shiner and the bluegill bites on it, but I still had them. I'm not really sure that the hook is reducing the bite, but I saw that I'm not catching that many of them. And then I needed to find a certain amount of time or a certain time frame that the bullheads bite really well. I found one. You're always going to catch 1, 2, and if you're very lucky in this time frame, 3. And probably 2 or 3 bycatches. So it's possible that you can do it with this method. Let's say if you're very lucky in 24 corns, otherwise it's 30 corns. So let's get started. So first of all, where is this position? So I'm going to reset now this stuff. So the position is over here. So you need to come to the pie challenge. And then you need to come to this area. You need to be in the wheat. So you need to be here. Don't do this. Why not? Because that's a deep hole. So you can see here, if you come here and you start throwing here, you go with the float, you will get a lot of more channel catfish. So don't do that. You need to stay here in the wheat. You need to stay at one position too, because the position is very specific. So we are going to do the trick that you go deeper than the depth here, that you stay at that position. So this is the exact position. So be sure, put a marker out and throw on this one. It's in the weed bed. So that's very important. Another thing, this is a very good time frame. So I did a lot of testing here, and the moment that I came to this time at the night, that's 2 a.m., I got in total here now 7 black bullheads and I think around 10 other species. So that's really decent. There are probably other time zones too that the black bullhead is active and the other species are not that active, but this works really well for me. So always remember that. So this peak at the night, and if you don't get a bite, you can just forward the time with 1 hour. Because you don't need to use bait coins. So what do you need to do? I'm using, once again, 3 setups. So what I read was, if you go to telescopic in the water, the other match setups will generate points for a certain mission too. So what did I do? So I'm still fishing with the Troy 600, Espira MLR 3000, then I'm using Fluoro 0.28, Chubby Bobber, a 2-0 hook, very important, the 2-0 hook. That's the biggest hook that you can still get the black bullhead. It's not going to exclude other fish, but it's possible that it reduces the bite on the other fish. So use a 2-0. 200 centimeters, you can go with 172. I think it's only 150 here, but I just went with 200. The bobber need to be on the bottom, that it does not move anymore with the current. And then of course you need to use You need to use golden corn. For the other setups, it's just the heavy setup that I got with me. If you got another match setup, or if you want to make another Troy, you can do it. It does not matter that much here, because the fish is very small. So what do you need to do? So if you got the rod stand, you do this. I'm going to give you guys a couple of tricks, because in events like this, you guys know me, I'm purely focused on how can I min-max an event and how can I spend the less amount of event baits. That makes it really fun, because at the end I can just buy 1000 corns too if I want, but that's something that I don't want to do, because I want to have fun and I want to have a challenge. So the first thing that you need to do is you throw on the position. You will see right away that the bobber is not going to move. It looks really silly. It's fishing like an idiot in my opinion, but it works like intended. So you just throw here, because I got at the moment, I think, a half of a meter of line just laying on the ground. Because I'm fishing way too deep, but it works. And if it works, you can use it. Fishing is always a little bit adapting. So this is what I do. But be sure that you are in the weed beds. So what is the problem if you're fishing in weed beds? That is, after some time you get snagged. So don't reel in. Why not? Because if you got weed on your bobber, you will lose a golden corn. So there are a couple of things that you can do. If you come here with a rod stand, I would suggest always come with a rod stand, even if you only can buy the one rod stand. Why is that? Because you can reset. So if you see, fuck, I'm snagged on my 3 rods, and that's always possible, just go to another pack, click on it, come back, and you just reset all your rods, and you're not going to lose bait. Because if you snag the weeds and you reel it in, you lose a bait. So that's all what I can say, guys. Try to do that, what I just said to you. It's very slow, but I think this is the best that you can do, the best that you can min-max fresh fish pie. It's going to take some time, because the bullheads are not biting that well. It will take a couple of hours if you do it this way, but that's the only one. If you don't get bothered with corn, you can just throw here. Do I still got the rod somewhere? So here I'm snagged. So this is something you don't better do. So do I still got rod? Yeah, I got number 4. So if you don't bother with it, you can just throw here and let it float the entire way. You get a lot of catfish. Another position that I saw that was really good, it was over here. So here I had a lot of bullhead too, but you will get a lot of catfish. So just throw here. I think is it this marker? I think it was just here in the hole. Just throw here and you will get them. Everywhere where you see catfish, you can get them. If you are not bothered with the golden corn, you got like 500 of them, just fish like that, because it will speed up the process a lot. But if you want to min-max like me, you need to spend a lot of time, and you will spend a lot less golden corns. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun. I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.